Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today we are here to discuss Benefit Cosmetics Hello Happy Soft Blur Foundation. So if that is something you're interested in watching, you are in the right place. We're about to get into it.
I'm a lone wolf. I'm a lone wolf. I'm a lone wolf. I'm a lone wolf. I'm a lone wolf.
So recently I decided to test out Benefit's brand new foundation because I haven't really explored the Benefit line as far as their facial cosmetics. I know about the brow stuff. I think everybody knows about the brow stuff, but like different foundations that they have, I haven't really explored those too much. So I thought this new launch would be a good opportunity to dive in and see what this foundation was all about. So this is the Hello Happy Soft Blur Foundation, and I'll give you guys a closer look at the packaging here. So it is in this super cute packaging. It's just this little box, and you open it and it's got like the ingredients and the directions in that little flap, and then once you lift the lid itself and bring it out, you see the little container, and it's really cute packaging. It's just a plastic container with a little rose gold top. It has your number of foundation there on the front, and then on the back it has a little smiley face. So it's a really cute foundation container. Overall, I think the component is really super cute, and yeah, the component's cute, but that's about where it ends with this particular foundation. So let's go over some of the claims while you guys watch the actual application process of this foundation. So I was surprised at the coverage with this particular foundation. I thought this was going to be more like a tinted moisturizer, but it actually is more like a sheer to light foundation. Now they claim that the Hello Happy Soft Blur Foundation evens out your skin tones and that it blurs imperfections with a soft focus optical blurring spheres. They do say it's lightweight. They say it's buildable, although I could only build it up to a certain extent. I don't think I would ever classify this as anything more than a light application foundation. It also contains shea extract, which is an ingredient that's known to help smooth and protect the skin. It has a natural matte finish. Again, it's a light coverage. They claim it's light to medium. I would not classify this as anywhere near a medium coverage. And yeah, it also has an SPF in it of 15 as well. So watch out when it comes to those flashes. Flash photography is not going to play well with this particular foundation. So upon first application, for what it is, I didn't really expect it to cover anything, and it didn't. But it does give you like this kind of blurring look, almost like your skin is perfected a little bit. So initially I had some you know, pretty okay hopes as far as this being a foundation that you could just throw on if you're like going to the grocery store or running out somewhere and you just want to make sure that you've evened out your skin tone and you get a little bit of that soft focus effect going. I wouldn't really use it for anything more than that. If you're particularly looking for a light foundation because you like that coverage and you don't really have anything to cover up, then this at that point I thought this would have been a good foundation for you. But moving on to like the wear test. So we wore this, I wore this all night long, and yeah, I'll put you guys through that footage here. Alright guys, so we are getting ready to go to dinner. I've had this on for about 4 hours now, and like it doesn't even look like I'm wearing foundation. You can see like everything. But I will say setting it with powder helped a little bit with the smile lines, but you're still there. Alright guys, so we are outside in natural lighting, and yeah, it doesn't look any better. No, you can see it's a light finish. It's a light finish foundation. So I think you're gonna see a lot of stuff coming through, but I mean, if you don't mind a light finish, it does, I don't know, it's so weird because it does still give you coverage. What do you think about my foundation, babe?
Oh, thank you.
Well, but come on now, look at it.
What the hell you want me to say?
You don't know anything about it, do you?
I want to say there's no makeup line. That's always important.
Oh, great. There's no makeup line. That's great. I would hope that there's no makeup line. We're actually walking to dinner. You honestly can't tell that there's something different about my face? I mean, you know what my foundation usually looks like, right?
It looks like you have makeup on.
Oh, that's not what you're supposed to say. Fail. So this is where we're eating in Philly, up on the rooftop. Ooh, it's pretty. The sunset's pretty. Very nice. It's a barbecue joint, and they have really good barbecue. So we just had dinner, we just had drinks, we had a really good time. I love that restaurant. It's one of my favorite here in Philadelphia. Anyways, let's look at this foundation. So it's basically gone, you guys. You can see all of my redness coming through. My concealer is still on, and nope, it's all gone from my forehead as well. You can still see where I have some in here, a little bit in here, and a little bit in here. Yeah, this one does not do good, you guys. And I purposely picked a table outside so that we were out in the warmth, you know, in the nice balmy evening air, just to see how it would hold up, and it just didn't. It didn't hold up well at all, and that's really disappointing. It's really disappointing. There's a couple of the other ones that I've tried here lately. None of them performed this badly. Even the Ilia wasn't quite as long lasting as like the Lawless and the Dior, but the Ilia faded a little bit, but it wasn't this bad. It was not this bad. So, I mean, I'll come back and check in one more time just to see if it could possibly get any worse than this. I mean, we're honestly only 8 hours in at this point, so I don't know, guys. But I will be back for one more check-in, and we'll see if it gets any worse. Well, guys, here we are, and as expected, it's the end of the night. It is 10 hours later, and it's officially completely gone from my face. The only thing left on my face is my concealer and my eyeshadow and my mascara, and that's it. Everything else is gone. This foundation is officially toast. Oh, man. So, as you can see, guys, this foundation was an absolute fail for me. I did not like it at all. It sunk into all of my fine lines and wrinkles. It really accentuated the pores on and around my nose. It literally came off my face within like the first couple of hours of wearing it. By the time the end of the night rolled around, there was nothing left on my face. Like nothing. I've never seen a lightweight foundation or even a tinted moisturizer disappear so fast in my life. I was not happy with this. This has a $30 price point. Well, it's actually $29. So it's a $29 foundation, and I had high hopes for it. For me, I honestly feel like you might as well just take $30 and just throw it out the window. That's how unsatisfied I was with this. And I went into it with very clear expectations of what the limitations of this particular foundation would be. I went into this with eyes wide open, thinking I was going to get a little SPF, have it perform like a tinted moisturizer, and it would be nice if I could get some light coverage, have it to use, you know, again, during those really casual days where you're just like running out to the grocery store and you want your skin tone to be a little evened out and maybe have that soft focus effect, but it doesn't last long enough to go out and get anything done. And God forbid you have a hot flash or the weather be hot outside. This stuff will literally melt off your face. Now, this only comes in 12 shades, but again, if it's a tinted moisturizer, it should be able to flex a little bit between shades, so you shouldn't really need like a 20 or 30 shade launch with a particular foundation. However, because upon initial application, there is actually quite a bit of pigment in this, it actually initially looked like it was going to cover a little bit more than like a tinted moisturizer would. Then in that instance, I think you should actually launch with more than 12 shades if you're going to put that much pigment in it. But it doesn't stay on your face, so I guess it doesn't really matter that in addition to being a crappy formula, they also have a crappy shade range. And just to double check, I did go back and research everything to make sure that I was applying it correctly. I wore it the next day with the Professional underneath it because they recommended to use the Professional primer if you want a little bit of additional blur. And I thought to myself, you know, I just wanted to try the foundation on its own, so I didn't use a primer. So let's give it a fair shot and put a primer underneath it. Maybe that will extend the length of wear. Nope, it sure didn't. At the end of the day, the only thing left on my face was my eyeshadow and my concealer. It said to make sure that you shake the foundation well before putting it on. You can hear there's like a little ball or something in there. So I did that before every application. I put it on with a beauty blender like they recommended. I thought maybe it was, the problem was the beauty blender, so I switched over to a brush. You guys, I did everything I could to give this a fair shot, let alone the fact that I didn't want to admit to myself that I just flushed $30 down the toilet. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. I gave it a fair shot. This is absolutely not Erika approved. I really wouldn't even waste my time on this. This was incredibly disappointing. All right, guys, well, that's it. They can't all be winners, can they? Unfortunately, they cannot. So if you are new here, feel free to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you're notified every time I upload a video. If you like the work I do, feel free to check out the link in the credits. That will give you a way to support this channel if you would like to do that. Other than that, I hope everybody, as always, is happy and healthy, and I will see you guys in the next video. Mwah.